Good morning. It's a great pleasure to be able to present two awards today. The first award is the Senior Paper Award. And the senior paper is a graduation requirement that asks all our seniors to write a 15 to 20 page scholarly paper on a topic of their choosing, ultimately demonstrating the mastery of the research, writing, and critical thinking skills that they've developed in their time at St. Andrews. This year's awardee entitled her paper, "The Ethics of Artificial Intelligence in Medicine." She argued that as artificial intelligence is establishing itself in the medical field, an ethical approach based on human control should be employed to prioritize the safety of patients, to maintain high levels of patient care, ensure the security of patient data, sustain transparency, and develop trust among health professionals and patients. Dr. Waugh, Mr. Haight, and Mrs. Ham deemed this year's awardee exceptionally deserving of the award as her final paper drew on 23 sources, 12 of which were scholarly academic journals, not to mention the fact that it demonstrated her own original thought and deep thinking on a challenging subject. As she moves on to the University of Maryland next fall, it is with great pleasure that we award Sarah Key the Senior Paper Award. The second award is the Stone Taylor Weeks Award for Excellence in the Study of History. Before I give this award, it's important to tell you a little bit about Stone Weeks. Stone, class of 2003, and his brother Holt were killed in a Virginia highway crash in 2009. Stone's parents, Jan and Linton, established this award as a way to recognize Stone's enduring contributions to the life of St. Andrews and to encourage excellence in a discipline that was a lifelong passion of Stone's, the study of history. Stone's passion for history was stoked during his junior year oral history project when he had the opportunity to meet Studs Terkel, who all of our juniors, I believe, know pretty well, and interviewed Rear Admiral Jean LaRocque on his World War II heroism and his opposition to the Vietnam War. Stone's scholarship blossomed at the University of Delaware, where as a senior he was a teaching assistant in the history department. After graduating from Delaware, Stone became the research assistant to the renowned professor and writer Douglas Brinkley at Rice University. Stone's historical research was critical to Professor Brinkley's book, Wilderness Warrior, Theodore Roosevelt and the Crusade for America. Professor Brinkley's next book, The Quiet World, Saving Alaska's Wilderness Kingdom, was dedicated to Stone. Today's honoree will receive both of these books. This morning, we pay tribute to the considerable accomplishments and extraordinary character of Stone Taylor Weeks. We hope that this award will encourage every student to share his or her love for the passion of history and of life. This year's award winner took the most rigorous history curriculum the school offers. According to Mr. Haight, the student, in addition to being highly self-motivated and an independent thinker, it is her intellectual curiosity that truly motivates her. Knowledge for her is something to be interpreted, applied, compared, and used to generate more questions. What is more, she uses her findings to test and shape her own thinking and challenge the ideas of others, always in a respectful manner, aiming at reaching a higher understanding. She's also an excellent writer who utilizes sophisticated and concise prose. Her organization, logic, and command of the material make her arguments cogent and provocative. She achieves this level of understanding through extraordinary focus and detailed note-taking. In fact, her notes are more works of art, according to Mr. Haight, than mere chronicling of the material. As she heads off to Emory University this fall, we are very pleased to give the Stone Taylor Weeks Award for Excellence in the Study of History to Caroline Zebrak.
You're supposed to be rebels, teenagers, with or without a cause. That particular teenager that I have in mind today wrote this: I believe in beauty. In a simple yet sophisticated project, she literally cut and pasted stories and words from the Washington Post, searching for echoes and signals that bequeath our philosophical history that we've all received. And what she found was predictable. Most of those echoes came in a Nietzschean variety. Machinations of power, tactical use of language, the politicalization of nearly everything, ensuing conflict, preoccupations with health, and of course, distractions and distractions. She concluded, my project scared me. She wrote, I'm afraid of becoming someone who strives for power and progress. And she continued, and I'm even more afraid of becoming this sort of person without even realizing it. Maybe that's who I've already become. What precisely scared her is the persistent and ingrained skepticism that denies a permanent and eternal reality that is splendid in its generosity in favor of one that is merely transitory and self-produced. It is, of course, as Nietzsche famously put it, God is dead. Yet she wrote, I believe in beauty, and I find it in moments throughout my day. Here she is speaking about Plato and his notion of the beautiful as a transcendent, permanent, and splendid reality. And she noted how her project with the Post made her think of Plato precisely because his way of thinking was completely absent from it. She wryly noted that the only time she saw the word beautiful was in an ad for home design. I'd like to distance myself as much as possible from that path before it's too late, she wrote. And then she added, I think the best way to do so is to put a little more faith in God. Now that's a rebel. It's been a joy to teach HANAAH DOURGARIAN over the years, to see how she's developed into an insightful, articulate, and yes, rebellious thinker. I can't wait to see what she cuts and pastes from her life at Kenyon College and what kind of a rebel she will become over the years. And so on behalf of my colleagues in the Philosophy and Religion Department, I'm honored to present her the Award for Excellence in the Study of Religion. Congratulations, HANAAH.
It's so nice to see all of you. Good morning. Well, my name is Ms. CLYBURN. I'm excited to be here today to present this year's Upper School Language Award. This year's Upper School Language Award recipient has been described by her teachers as a polyglot, a linguist, and a true language lover. Not only did Zara Blake study both Spanish and Mandarin simultaneously while at St. Andrews, but she is also fluent in Bulgarian, which she speaks at home with family. Additionally, Zara has pursued her passion for languages by traveling with St. Andrews on the Spain exchange program, hosting a Spanish student in her own home, and serving as a peer mentor to the International Student Program for 3 years. Senor Revert, Zara's teacher for Spanish 4 and AP Language and Culture, noted that when he first met Zara, he actually thought that she was from Spain because of her native-like accent. And he went on to say that Zara is a talented student with an outstanding ability to learn languages, And he hopes that someday, when Zara is a famous tennis player, we'll hear her communicating in her beautiful accent with the Spanish-speaking press. In Mandarin, Mrs. Graham shared that Zara's intrinsic motivation for learning languages led her to seek any opportunity to engage with the language, such as communicating with Mandarin-speaking classmates and fearlessly ordering at a Chinese restaurant in Mandarin. Also in Mandarin, Mr. Reitz commented that Zara's self-reflective approach to language learning was a model for her peers. She consistently brought an open mind and a positive attitude to challenge herself to keep learning more. Zara. As someone who was also fortunate to teach you, I hope you know that your dedication to language and cultural understanding is inspiring. And I'm confident that you will continue to make an impact on the world through language, both at Boston College at this upcoming year and beyond. So that said, on behalf of the language department, I would like to congratulate this year's recipient of the Upper School Language Award, Zara Blake.
On behalf of, on behalf of the English department, congratulations to the class of 2021. I wanted to make sure that you guys all got that. You deserve so much credit for this year. It is an honor to give this year's award to Fiona Gallagher. Fiona has been described by Mr. Seidman as a thoughtful and perceptive scholar of English. Her written work demonstrates her ability not merely to summarize what she's read, but to analyze it deeply, often from perspectives vastly different from her own. Her arguments are nuanced, carefully constructed, and backed by sophisticated writing. Perhaps most importantly, Fiona understands the part of what we do as scholars of English is to engage in an ongoing conversation, a conversation with our peers and teachers, and yes, but also with the authors of the text. Fiona understands how to listen to that conversation, but what really distinguishes her is that she also has the confidence, the skills, and the wisdom to add her voice to it. Mr. Evans also shared his observations. In a world where many of us talk too fast and think too fast, Fiona takes her time. She reads literature, she wants to understand, she sees clearly and to feel fully. Her attention to detail and her ability to empathize deeply with the variety of characters is remarkable, as is her ability to distill complex ideas into clear, memorable language. Both in class discussion and in her writings, Fiona showcased her outstanding ability to cut to the heart of things. In a few elegant sentences, she can articulate a philosophical idea, a character's inner conflict, or the author's writing style. I will borrow the words of a well-known Irish playwright, George Bernard Shaw, to mark this place, this time. Life is no brief candle to me. It's sort of a splendid torch, which I have got a hold of for the moment. And I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. This fall, Fiona, I want you to carry that splendid torch to Georgetown University and let it light your path. Congratulations.
Okay, that was good. Good morning, seniors. Good morning to all of you. I'm going to need you guys for a minute. You've been sitting still for a long time, so get ready. Okay? So I'm here to present the award for science for the class of 2021. Great scientists. Who are they? Darwin. Einstein, okay? Marie Curie, love it. Newton, okay, good, good. All right, so we're warm now, right? So what made them great? What is the characteristic of being a great scientist? This is the hard one. Curiosity. Oh, say it one more time. I hear you, I just don't hear, I'm sorry. Inspiration, thank you. Innovation, yes, these masks, I'm sure of it. Awesome. Say it again. Questioning reality, love it. Perfect. What a great way to start my speech. So today, I'm going to talk about our great scientist, Cameron BEHRAM. You have proven that you fit this description to us at St. Andrews. We look to you as a representation of the future generation of great scientists to lead us to new discoveries, new industries, new products, all for the benefit of humanity. As we have seen over the past year, science has the potential to improve the human condition on a global scale. Through your inexhaustible curiosity, you inspired others to dig deeper, to delve into complex material relating to the world around you and around your classmates. You excelled while inspiring others to do great work. Great scientists? What about Jennifer Doudna? Have we heard of her? Not yet. She invented the CRISPR-Cas9 system. She was awarded a Nobel Prize in chemistry. We just haven't heard much about her yet. It was through her inexhaustible curiosity that she turned a system inside bacteria into a gene editing tool. That's cool. We are going to give you a book that has just recently been published on her work and on her passion to take work from research to a product. And the science department, we're reading that book with you, so we look forward to having you come back for a book talk, if possible, or we'll Zoom you in. And we also are giving you a book called The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. And this is a story that has not been told, not as many times as Darwin's story, not as many times as Einstein's story, not as many times as Doudna's story. But it's a really important story about a contribution, unwittingly, to science that we're all still relying on today. So it is the history that we hope to inspire you to remember. So these books are given in honor of your excellent work at St. Andrews. Congratulations from your colleagues in science, and we look forward to what you will accomplish at Cornell. Congratulations, Cameron. Good morning. The Parents Association Award for Sportsmanship is presented to that student who has consistently demonstrated exceptional sportsmanship and has provided an outstanding example in improving the sense of community at St. Andrews. This year's award winner is an intelligent, thoughtful, and creative student. He also displays strong leadership, maturity, and independence that is well beyond his years. With that combination, it is easy to see what makes him shine within our community and beyond. He is an active member of our athletic program and 3 varsity sports. During the fall cross-country season, he encouraged his teammates to take the long view while motivating them to support causes such as the Walk for the Homeless. On the swim team, this year's award winner took on a solid leadership role as a team captain, motivating and mentoring his teammates. He also participated in track. He is also a mentor as a peer leader and a peer tutor. This year's award winner is truly one of a kind. He is kind and thoughtful and has handled all of his responsibilities and commitments with great maturity and independence. He can raise a smile and lift a spirit with his humor and thoughtfulness. He will attend Tufts University in the fall. It is with great pleasure and pride that I present this year's Parent Association Award for Sportsmanship to Stephen SPEYER. The Francisco Hope Garces SGA Leadership Award is presented to that student whose leadership and organizational skills are reminiscent of Francisco Hope Garces, class of 1994. This year's award winner is a highly self-motivated student who possesses a true passion for learning.
He makes the most of every situation he can to learn something new, helping expand his knowledge base. Our teachers appreciate his enthusiasm and his ability to motivate others around him to get things done. He understands what it means to be a team player. He'll go out of his way to help his teachers and classmates with whatever they need. The academic accomplishments of this year's award winner should not be overshadowed by what he has been able to accomplish outside of the classroom. He is a true student athlete who competes on the St. Andrews cross-country, track, and tennis teams. Beyond academics and athletics, he competes on the debate team, he's a member of Model UN, the photo club, peer leaders, and he serves as the sports editor for the yearbook. This year, he brought back the investment club and did so in style. His leadership of the investment club was extraordinary. He founded a club that in its first year of existence had over 60 members, including over 40 who participated in regional and national investment competitions through the stock market game and the personal finance challenge. His efforts to provide these opportunities to club members was extensive as he identified competitions to enter, organized teams, and ensured that all registration logistics were taken care of. In short, he was dynamic, enthusiastic, and hands-on leader who hopes the investment club will be active for many years to come. And finally, this year's award winner's dedication and organization truly helped the Student Government Association come together in an ever-changing year and lead the school forward. He was proactive in planning weekly meeting agendas, and his communication and advocacy for the student body and work with the administration was admirable. He was willing to hear diverse perspectives and listen to the ideas of others as we adapted to new environments and responded to the challenging past year. His desire for clear transparency led to the SGA Instagram page as the organization worked to get their messages out during virtual and hybrid scenarios. As you can see, leadership has been a constant theme with this year's award winner. He will attend the University of Virginia in the fall. It is with great pleasure that I present the Francisco Hope Garces SGA Leadership Award to Jake RAVITCH.
Good morning. It's an honor to present this morning to several deserving scholar athletes. The first recipient, this athlete will be remembered for her hard work, intensity, competitiveness, and leadership in multiple sports. She competed with a determination that could not go unnoticed. She played with a unique passion and has been a member of a varsity team each season we have had athletic competition during her 4 years at St. Andrews. On the soccer team, she was adaptable and able to assume a multitude of roles. She was a leading goal scorer before becoming the spine of the team on defense in the field. On occasion, she played goalie. In track and field, she put her full effort and attention to every practice. In competition, she was willing to compete wherever her coaches asked her to help the team. She competed as both a distance runner and a thrower while serving as a co-captain of the team this year. On the court, this athlete was a member of the 2019-2020 ISL regular season and tournament championship basketball team, where again, she had an important leadership role at a championship level. Her coaches had no doubt she would have played a pivotal role as a captain this past season had they played. Her coaches describe her as a transformational leader who made an impact in every aspect of what she did on and off the fields and court. She was influential, empowering, and selfless, but also competitive. Her adaptability and work ethic gained respect from her teammates. She was an all-around player that every coach dreams of having on their team. She set high expectations of herself and encouraged all around her to play their best. Her drive, determination, and focus have allowed her to achieve success. She will truly be missed next year on the track, fields, and courts here at St. Andrews, but we wish her the best next year at Bowdoin College. Congratulations to the recipient of the 2021 Excellence in Upper School Athletics Award, Amanda Newcombe. This next athlete will be remembered for his commitment, selfless leadership, and toughness. One of the most humble and hardest working players on his team, this athlete started every game in his career and helped his team win a regular season MAC championship as a freshman. He then helped his team secure a second title his sophomore year, leading them to a regular season and MAC tournament championship. He was an all-conference selection as both a freshman and a sophomore. While his junior season was canceled due to the pandemic, this past spring season for his senior year, he led the boys lacrosse team to another undefeated record in conference play while serving as a team captain. In 3 seasons of varsity play, he, along with the rest of his senior class, never lost a regular season conference game. In 2019, he was named the offensive MVP of the lacrosse team after scoring 64 goals and recording 15 assists. This past season, he was once again named offensive MVP. In his career, he scored a total of 114 goals and notched 32 assists. Prior to the pandemic, this athlete was on pace to break the school's record for career goals. He will truly be missed next year on the fields here at St. Andrews, but we wish him the best next year where he will continue his academic and athletic career at Denison University. Congratulations to the recipient of the 2021 Excellence in Upper School Athletics Award, Liam Savage.
The Richard Clem Boyd Jr. Art Award is presented to a student for a work of art, a singular piece of art that the school has selected and purchased to add to its permanent collection. Seniors, you will remember seeing Richard Clem Boyd Award pieces of artwork throughout the main building and at times in the student center. You notice that I said a singular piece. Well, I said at the beginning that you are a singular class. A singular class deserves more than one piece of art in the school's permanent collection. So we are bestowing the Richard Clem Boyd Art Award on 3 members of your class, and their works of art are reproduced in your programs, and they are currently hanging in the Student Center in a place of honor. For their works, Economical Living Space, Exception, and Seneca Creek, which celebrate themes of design, faith, and nature, I want to recognize this year's Richard Clem Boyd Art Award winners. Sorry. Charlie Young, Aiden Saavedra, and Meredith Amick. Please come up and accept your awards. Saints Awards are given to two seniors who deserve special recognition for their acts of charity, service, graciousness, and kindness during the whole of the school year and throughout their St. Andrews careers. I will describe each one, and I would ask our two recipients to come up together at the end. Our first saint has had broad social impact both within and outside our community. She has captained our varsity tennis team with unflagging support and encouragement for her teammates. She has been an integral part of our campus kitchen, Hearts for Haiti, and peer leader programs. Building on her own experience living abroad, she has devoted considerable time to tutoring refugee children throughout her upper school years, forming close relationships and positively affecting those children's lives. Our equally well-traveled second saint combines worldliness and friendliness in equal measure. She has served as co-president of our student ambassadors, introducing new and prospective students and families to St. Andrews with a positive, welcoming spirit. She has been a mentor for international students, co-president of our STEM club, and a faithful member of Hearts for Haiti and the Chaplains Advisory Board. Her dedication and supportive spirit have lifted the performance and teamwork of our varsity soccer and track programs. Our two saints will be wonderful servant leaders at Boston College and Syracuse University next year. On behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to present this year's Saints Awards to ZARA Blake and HANAAH JUNAIDEEN. Each year in the middle of this service, we take a moment to recognize faculty who are either receiving awards, who are departing St. Andrews, or are celebrating milestones of service to the school. I'll begin with this year's recipient of the Finneran Faculty Scholar Award, which honors John Finneran, our board chair from 2006 to 2009, who helped lead the school's expansion to preschool through grade 12, completed our Touchstone Endowment campaign, and kept our focus squarely on teaching excellence. The Finneran Faculty Scholar Award recognizes and supports one stellar teacher each year who is committed to professional growth and is a model for their peers. To date, Phyllis Robinson, Christine Lewis, Maria Diaz, Frank Wagner, Amanda Freeman, Gary Wyatt, Jenny Olin, Kim O'Shaughnessy, Kurt Sinclair, Sung-Hee Kim, and Sushila Robinson have received this award. The winner receives a professional development grant to pursue a special project of their choosing that will enrich our students' learning. For more than 20 years, this year's Finneran Faculty Scholar has been a model of growth, curiosity, and cheerful sophistication in our middle and upper school faculty. She has taught virtually every level of French and Spanish from 4th grade through advanced placement, always adapting to the needs of the school and her students. She has been a formal and informal leader of her colleagues, particularly in academic technology, always looking for ways to improve her teaching and bring language and multiple cultures alive for our students through travel and new teaching techniques. For her dedication to the people and the mission of St. Andrews, I am very proud to recognize Madame Chantal CASSAN-MOUDOUD as our 2021 look for Madame's plaque in the fall when you visit us. I would now like to recognize milestones in the lives of the faculty and staff. Each year we say farewell to colleagues who are retiring or otherwise departing St. Andrews and give thanks for their service to our students and our school. Please join me in a collective round of applause for this year's retiring and departing middle school and upper school faculty and staff. Marilyn Converse, Elizabeth Cooper Mullen, Peter Ferrante, Lisa Jacobs, Rachel Kimball, Joan Kowalik, Sam Leiterman Long, Edgar Reyes, Stephanie Tellis, and Kristen Webster. Thank you all so much. Each year, we also recognize faculty and staff who are completing 5-year increments of service to St. Andrews. Please join me in congratulating each group of milestones. Completing 5 years of service to St. Andrews this year, Danielle Drobny, Lur Egan, Sam Futrosky, Josephine Monmany, Danny Galibica, Corey Null, Kirsten Peterson, David Pivorato, and Ben Zastro. Congratulations. Completing 10 years of service to St. Andrews this year, Richard Coco, Laura Lowe, and Michelle Seri. Congratulations. Completing 15 years of service to St. Andrews, Scott Corcoran, Debbie Hayes, Karen Kaufman, James Maschuk, Joe Phelan, and Sushila Robinson. Congratulations. Completing 20 years of service, standing alone this year, Joan Kowalik. Congratulations. We don't happen to have a 25 or 30 year, but we do have a 35 year of service to recognize. Congratulations, Tracy Goodrich. Faculty and staff are the heart, the history, and the future of a school. During its 43-year life, St. Andrews has been held in trust, nurtured, and grown by a remarkable group of veterans. I want to recognize the 16 current faculty and staff members who have served St. Andrews for 20 years or longer. As I read their names, if you colleagues who are here would come up and join me, and then we'll recognize them at the end with a collective round of applause. 20 years, Joan Kowalik. 21 years, Dave Brandt, Chantal CASSAN-MOUDOUD, Greg Ponich, Richie Porter, Sam SPEYER. 22 years, Ann McDonnell. 23 years, Emilio Perdomo and Glenn Whitman. 24 years, Alex Haight. 28 years, Ginger Cobb. 32 years, David Brown and Kurt Sinclair. 33 years, John McMillan. 35 years, Tracy Goodrich. 36 years, Phyllis Robinson. Congratulations, veterans. Thank you, veterans. And now back to the students. We will now present our final awards of the morning, beginning with Mr. Brown introducing this year's salutatorian and valedictorian.
The salutatorian. This award is presented to the senior with the second highest academic average. Entering St. Andrews in 7th grade, she was inducted into the Cum Laude Society in her junior year. She's earned a place on the academic honor roll all 12 trimesters in the upper school, all 12 on the academic high honor roll. She earned A's in all courses taken in the upper school while taking 8 AP courses and 6 honors courses. Her senior year GPA is above a 5 on a 4-point scale. She participated as a CTTL Research Fellow, was a peer leader, and served as chair of the Student Advisory Board. She's a talented performer, perhaps best known for her love of Irish dance. Earlier in this program, she earned the award for excellence in the study of English. She will attend Georgetown University in the fall. The salutatorian for the class of 2021, Fiona Gallagher. The valedictorian, presented to the senior with the highest academic average. A student at St. Andrews for 7 years, entering in the 6th grade. He, too, was inducted into the Cum Laude Society in his junior year. He has earned a place on the academic honor roll, all 12 trimesters in the upper school, all 12 academic high honor roll. He earned an A+ or A year-end grade in each course taken in the upper school while taking 8 AP courses and 6 honors courses. He's a 4-year member of the student government, serving this year as the SGA vice president. He's a talented thespian, appearing in 6 shows. Earlier in this program, he received the award for excellence in the study of science. Extremely hardworking, organized, intellectually curious, and persistent. Next year, he will attend my alma mater, Cornell University. Cameron BEHRAM.
The Award for Leadership in Equity and Inclusion was created by the faculty in 2008 to emphasize the school's belief that diversity is an essential component of educational excellence and to recognize the courageous and essential work that student leaders do to help make St. Andrews a place of dignity, identity, and belonging for all of us. Of all of the challenges that the class of 2021 has faced, of all the ways they have made St. Andrews a better school, their leadership in diversity, equity, and belonging stands out. They have worked hard to support marginalized or underheard voices, to delve into complex issues of racism and inequity, to keep our community whole and connected during a year far too full of isolation and trauma, to recognize the scope and the critical importance of student leadership in diversity, equity, and belonging this year. The faculty has chosen to recognize not 1, but 2 students with this major award. Our first awardee has grown into a confident, resilient leader of his peers and younger students alike. When not pouring his considerable talent into his classwork or into our dance and a cappella programs, he has led our Latinx affinity group and last summer co-founded our Students of Color Association. He was twice selected to attend the National Student Diversity Leadership Conference, and he has been a reliable caregiver for our lower school extended day program. Stefan has been consistently diligent and effective about putting what he learns outside of St. Andrews to work within our community. Earlier this year, he received a full college scholarship from the prestigious Posse Foundation in recognition of his achievements and his promise. Our second awardee has also been a positive force both inside and outside of St. Andrews. She has been a key member of our Students of Color Association and Black Student Alliance and has given greatly of her time as a student ambassador. She has honed her skills in the D-Lab and as a CTTL Fellow, has been a mentor to our lower school students in the extended day program as well. Outside of school, Asia has regularly visited homeless shelters to celebrate the birthdays of young children staying there, showing yet again the power of caring relationships. Her maturity and communication skills bode well for her success in college and beyond. Before they head off to make Sewanee and Temple better universities, I am pleased to present the Award for Leadership in Equity and Inclusion to Stefan Rincon and Asia Quarles. The David Mayhood Award is named for the chair of the St. Andrews Board of Trustees from 1993 to 1999, whose leadership made possible the school's relocation to this Post Oak campus. Seniors, every day when you walk through the main entrance of the main building, you are walking through the Mayhood entrance because he made this campus possible for us. The faculty present the David Mayhood Award to that senior who, with strong character and resolve, has instituted positive change and has successfully met the challenges of this school year. Positive change and meeting the challenges. This past year has been a crucible for student leaders, demonstrating not only who has passion and conviction for their beliefs, but who also has the understanding, patience, and communication skills to create durable change with broad support. This year's David Mayhood Award recipient has impressed his upper school teachers with his curiosity, focus, and maturity in class discussion, and initiatives like the Oral History Project. Outside of class, he has left his mark as a compelling student ambassador, devoted lion to his lower school cub, thoughtful contributor to the main news. He has shown as a member and president of the Black Student Alliance, advocating constructive improvement and communication that have promoted equity and belonging for all students in our community. A keen student of domestic and international affairs with the mind, spirit, and grit for political advocacy and social justice, he will flourish at Howard University and in whatever leadership paths he chooses. I'm very proud to present this year's David Mayhood Award to Matunga Laman. The Head of School Award is presented to that senior whose personal achievement and contributions merit special recognition. This award recognizes a student who has strived and excelled in multiple areas of school life. As you have heard this morning, he has performed exceptionally in every academic discipline, including induction into the Cum Laude Society, receiving the Harvard Book Award as a junior, and this year graduating as valedictorian of the class. His intellectual prowess is complemented by his collaborative nature and advanced communication skills. He makes the classroom environment better for his fellow students. His passion for science has fueled his work as a CTTL student fellow and summer intern, and he made the stage a second home as a key part of our plays and musicals. Cameron has been elected to student leadership annually, serving as class president last year, SGA vice president this year. Each day, he brings a warm, friendly, approachable spirit to our community, and Cornell University will be so fortunate to have him on campus next year. I'm pleased to present this year's Head of School Award to Cameron BEHRAM. And now SHEILA MAITH, Chair of our Board of Trustees, will present the final award of the morning.
Good morning. Get those earrings and mask. Highly motivated and disciplined, always positive, a great attitude and outlook on everything, a rock star. These are a few of the adjectives that describe this year's award winner by the St. Andrews faculty. I would say these sentiments are shared by many beyond the faculty. Everyone who has the opportunity to interact with this student seems to feel the same way. This student's intellect, drive, and motivation are admirable. She demands much of herself and works hard at everything, from academics to athletics to activities and community service. She embodies characteristics of the ideal student. In the classroom, she's been exceptional. She has maintained an amazing academic record while taking a very challenging curriculum and was inducted as a junior into the Cum Laude Society. This year's award winner is also passionate about Irish dance and has been for the last 10 years. Her drive has positioned her to succeed in a sport that is unforgiving and rife with disappointment. Through her commitment and sheer grit, she has succeeded in becoming an open champ, which is the highest level of dance, and recently in qualifying for the North American Irish Dance Championship. Outside of the classroom, she is a leader and an athlete. She has a long list of awards, activities, and achievements. As a role model in so many ways, she was asked to chair our student advisory board for the past 2 years. And last fall was chosen to be a student fellow at the Center for Transformative Teaching and Learning, to work alongside the researchers from Harvard's Graduate School of Education to design and implement an educational neuroscience research study here. She's a member of a cross-country team and the indoor and outdoor track teams, where she received both the MVP and Coaches Award. She was also selected to be one of our student ambassadors, representing the school to prospective students. Over the years, our award winner has developed a keen sense of who she is and what's important to her. She attended the Women's March in 2018 and has transformed to an informed and committed activist for gender equality. She voraciously devours the news, podcasts, and books about key political events of our time. She's participated in phone banking for multiple candidates, and she works to mobilize high school students to volunteer and to make their voices heard. This award winner never takes for granted the opportunities that she has been given, but even more importantly, she wants to use those to give back to others. It's obvious that this year's award winner personifies excellence in the 4 pillars mentioned in our school philosophy: academics, athletics, art, and spiritual life. She recognizes the importance of being well-rounded and is good-natured and kind. She's a deeply spiritual person with a strong moral compass and approaches everything with dedication and integrity. As you've heard already this morning, she will graduate St. Andrews as the salutatorian of the class of 2021 and will attend Georgetown University in the fall. It is with great pride that I announce that the William Way Award for 2021 goes to Fiona Gallagher.
Seniors and parents, I have some reminders about tomorrow. Reminder that at the National Cathedral, parking is limited, so please carpool if possible. Tickets are required for admission to the National Cathedral. If you haven't picked up your tickets yet, they are now upstairs waiting for you in the Student Center. Seniors, you must arrive at the Cathedral by 9:15 for your class picture, which will be taken outdoors in front of the Cathedral unless we have to move inside due to weather. The graduation ceremony will start promptly at 10 a.m. and end around 11:45 a.m. A reminder that face coverings will be required at the National Cathedral. Seniors, please wear your class of 2021 masks. Also, graduation will be live streamed. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the maintenance staff, senior advisors, upper school administration, including college counseling, the advancement staff, tech faculty and Walker Borgman, the music faculty, and a very special and big thank you to HANAAH and Peggy Brook for making today and tomorrow happen. I can say with all certainty that I could not have done it without your help in this extraordinary year. So a big thank you to you all. Finally, my last announcement, seniors, this message is for you. Before you leave the Student Center, please be sure to pick up a special gift from the Alumni Association, a cupcake from the Parents Association, and your yearbook.
Seniors, I want to thank you all for the support you've shown each other, not only through the year, but in this ceremony, applauding each other's awards. Thank you for the individual work that you have done, including the work that only you know about because it was your personal growth. I want to thank the families and colleagues who are present today. Special thanks to our performers for giving even more life to our ceremony. Can't wait to celebrate your graduation 2021 with you tomorrow. We will see you at 9:15 at the Cathedral. Thank you. Have a wonderful morning.